بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وأصلي وأسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين ما بعد. Majmu Al Fatawaa of Ibn Taymiyyah regarding life after death and affairs of the unseen, compiled and explained by Sheikh Salih Al-Fawzan. The example of death and sleep. Sheikh Fawzan. Sheikh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah was asked about the questioning of the angels Munkar and Nakir to the deceased in the grave, if the soul returns the body for questioning, requiring the person to die for a second time. Ibn Taymiyyah, when the soul returns the body while in the grave, it is not like when the soul returns the body in this world, although it may be more complete from some aspect. Rather, each abode this life, the realm between this world and the hereafter, and the hereafter each has a specific rulings. The Prophet ﷺ has informed us that the grave of the believer will be made spacious and be questioned, although the death covering him is not altered. The soul returns the deceased and then separates from him. Is this called death? There are two statements about this matter. One viewpoint is that this is called death. Those who hold this viewpoint take it from the interpretation of the statement of Allah resulted قالوا ربنا أمتنا اثنتين وأحييتنا اثنتين. They will say, "Oh Lord, you have made us to die twice, and you have given us life twice." It is said the first life is in this world, and the second life is in the grave, and the second death occurs in the grave. But the correct viewpoint is that this verse is similar to the statement of Allah the Exalted, كيف تكفرون بالله وكنتم أمواتا فأحياكم ثم يميتكم ثم يحييكم ثم إليه ترجعون. How could this mean Allah seeing that you are lifeless, and He gave you life, then He will give you death, then again He will bring you to life, and to Him you will return. The first death was before this worldly life, while the second death occurs after this worldly life. The sentence resulted, then again will bring you life, means after death. Allah the Exalted said, "Minna khalaqnakum fiha nu'idukum minha nukhrijukum taratan ukhra." From it the earth we created you, and to it we shall return you, and from it we shall bring you out once again. And He said, قَالَ فِيهَا تَحْيُونَ وَفِيهَا تَمُوتُونَ وَمِنْهَا تُخْرَجُونَ. He said, therein you shall live, and then you shall die, and from it you shall be brought out. The soul connects the body whenever Allah Azza wa Jal wills, and detaches from the body whenever Allah wills. It is not limited to one or two times. Sleep is the sister of death. This is why when the Prophet ﷺ will go to his bed, he will say, "Bismika Allahumma amutu wa ahya." In your name, O Allah, I die and I live. When he woke up, he will say, "Alhamdulillah ahyana ba'da ma matana ilayhi nushur." Our praise belongs to Allah, the one who gave us life after causing us to die, and to Him is the return. He called the state of sleep death and the state of being awake life. Allah the Exalted said, "Allahu yatawaffa al-anfusa hina mawtiha wallati lam tamut fi manamiha fayumsiku alladhi qada alayha al-maut wa yursilu al-ukhra ila ajalin musamma." It is Allah who takes away the soul at the time of their death, and those who do not die during their sleep, He keeps those souls for which He has ordained dead, and sends the rest for a time appointed. In this verse, He explained that taking the soul is of two types: taking the soul at the time of death, and taking the soul at the time of sleeping for those who do not die. When a person goes to sleep, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keeps the souls of those who die in their sleep, and He returns the soul of those who do not die in their sleep. For this reason, the Prophet will say upon going to bed, "Bismika Rabbi wa da'atu jambi wa bika arfahu, in amsakatahu nafsi farhamaha, fa in arsaltaha fa'fadaha bima tahfad bihi ibadak al-salihin." In your name, my Lord, I lie down, and your name I rise. If you should take my soul, then have mercy on it, and if you should return my soul, then protect it as you protect your righteous slaves. The sleeping person experiences joy and pain during his sleep. This is experienced by the body and the soul, such that he will dream of someone hitting him and wake up with a pain in his body. He will dream he's eating some good food, and wake up with the taste of the food in his mouth. The sleeping person experiences bliss and punishment in his dreams. He perceives this while the person lying next to him does not perceive what he is feeling. The sleeping person may scream due to the pain for fear, or due to the pain or fear he experiences, and those awake will hear his scream. He may recite Quran, supplication, or talk in his sleep, and those awake hear him. All this happens while the sleeping person has his eyes shut. If someone raises him, he will not hear it. So how can the condition in the grave be denied when we have been informed by the Messenger of Allah that the deceased hears the striking of the footstep, and he said, "Do not hear what I'm saying any better than they do." The heart resembles the grave. The heart resembles the grave. For this reason, during the battle of the trench, when the pagans kept the Muslims busy, causing them to miss the Asr prayer, the Prophet also said, "Mal Allahu qulubahum wa quburhum nara." May Allah fill their hearts and graves with fire. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes a distinction between the two of them in his statement أفلم يعلم إذا بوتر ما في القبور وحصل ما في الصدور. But does he not know that when the contents of the graves are brought out and poured forth, and that which is in the breast of man shall be made known? This displays the closeness between the grave and the heart, but it is not permissible to say the bliss and punishment experienced by the deceased is similar. The bliss and punishment experienced by the sleeper. The bliss and punishment experienced in the grave is more complete, more intense. It is actually true bliss and actual true punishment. The example between sleep and the grave is only given to show that this is possible when the doctor say that the deceased does not move in his grave, and the death does not change. Sheikh Fawzan. The Sheikh gave this example to show the similarity between the sleeper and the deceased. The sleeping person feels pain and joy, although if you were beside if you were beside him, you will not be aware of this. The same applies to the deceased in his grave. Perhaps he is being punished or enjoying bliss. I will not perceive it or know about it. Allah Azza wa Jal has power over all things. Our intellect and sensory perception cannot encompass all things. Allah said, وَمَا أُوتِيتُ مِنَ الْعِلْمِ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا. And humankind have not been given of knowledge except a little. And the Exalted said, بَلْ كَذَّبُوا بِمَا لَمْ يُحِيطُ بِعِلْمِهِ وَلَمَّا يَأْتِهِمْ تَأْوِيلُهُ. Rather, they have denied that which they do not encompass in knowledge, and whose interpretation has not yet come to them. It is obligatory for the believer to believe in and be certain of that which is narrated by an authentic text, whether your intellect can perceive it or not. Believing the unseen is the distinguishing factor of the true believer, who is praiseworthy and promised a tremendous reward. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us and you from them by way of his favor and kindness.